Welcome back. We are knee-deep in preparations for the Southern Electric Flying Festival SEFF Week. We're headed down to very shortly. I'm working on a bit of a RotorBits camera ship here. More on that very, very soon. But in the meantime, what you guys are probably interested in, what I'm interested in, is Ryan's progress on the big foam airplane. Let's go check that out. Guys, you have seen this work in progress. I should point out here that I have had absolutely nothing to do with the design or build of this aircraft, short of a bit of inspiration.
Moral support.
Moral support for Ryan here, who has been pulling this completely out of his butt to phenomenal results. What are you working on? Where you at?
Right now, I'm making the marks on one of our wing panels to put our, these are carbon fiber arrow shafts.
Nice.
Pick them up, so we're gonna embed them into the wing. Got a neat way to do that. I'll show that to you in a second. But
cool.
The plan is, I've got another wing done. We want to make this one look pretty much exactly like this. This one's done. We have our wing tube in here where we're going to run our aluminum joiner tube in the middle. Carbon fiber supports through and through. And this thing is
those channels.
These here are going to be for your support.
Also plugs into the body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Those just doesn't have the carbon fiber yet.
Nice.
This thing's stiffened up quite a bit. It's pretty good. And one of the other things that we were worried about, remember we didn't know how we were going to hinge anything?
Yes.
I took a piece of scrap and used our fiberglass hinge tape again.
This is the HK stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Did it just like a 3D foamie. So you have lots of deflection. But check this out. Grab that. Ready?
Okay. I'm letting go. I'm letting go.
All right. So I don't think that's gonna
not going anywhere. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
rad.
I also put together a jig that makes putting these carbon fiber rods in here a dream. Check it out.
All right, let's do that.
We had a dilemma and we had to figure out how we could channel the grooves to inset our carbon. So I made this spear of death. If you look at the end, I sharpened one end of the carbon fiber arrow shaft. On the other end, we epoxied in a drill bit and just gave it some tape. And this is now just a long shaft of nasty. And hey. So what we do is put it into our drill. Then we also took two 2x4s, drilled a hole clear through, nice and square. And right now, we've got this straight edge set up, which is also gonna end up being our motor mount later on. You'll see how we figure that out. But get that lined up with my line there. Does it look good there, Matt?
It's pretty good, buddy.
All right, so let's move that out of the way. Get the 4x4.
Very important wooden safety block.
It's safety, but also it keeps the arrow shaft from trying to climb up out of the wing, so it's keeping it down inside of it. Now this is, we can't believe how well this works.
This works really well. This is a two-man operation.
Definitely is.
Here we go. Come ahead.
You'll see it come out.
Ahead. Come ahead. You're there.
Makes a lovely noise.
Keep going. There you go.
Nice. So, check that out. It's really pretty smooth. It needs a little bit of cleaning up, but if we take a new piece of carbon, that's not a death tool, slide it right in. We'll be able to epoxy that up. I'm gonna take a razor knife, cut that nice and smooth so it looks good. Epoxy it in, put some tape over it, done.
That's amazing. I don't know what to say about that.
All right, so that's how we're going to be putting the carbon fiber rods into the wings. Let's move this aside for now. I want to show you guys what else I've been up to. That down. I've gotten a tremendous amount of work done on the fuselage. Heads up.
Watch out. Cable.
There we go.
So
I will go ahead and say that one of the things that we've discovered about building this thing is probably the reason no one else builds 3-meter profile foamies is you need an enormous space to get one together. Just enormous.
That's probably the only thing holding us back, but even with the enormous space, we're bumping it to everything. So you can see our fuselage here. We've got it set up, getting that S-box shape to it. We got the tail nice. I got the elevator halves hinged up. I'm gonna do 1 servo on each elevator half. I'm gonna do 2 servos per aileron, and I'm thinking I can get away with 1 servo on the rudder. We'll see though. I'm not planning on doing any high-speed maneuvers with this thing. The trussing, same arrow shafts, and tried to keep it true to form, just like a profile foamy. I ended the trussing here because this is where our wings are gonna mount. You can see here I've got epoxying in right now. The glue is wet. That's where the wing tube is gonna pass through the center of the fuselage. And one other thing that you'll notice, there's these notches all the way through down the whole thing.
Well, that's for your other head.
That's right. I keyed it in, just, you know, trying to keep with the theme, trying to keep it as clean and neat as possible. Flip this over. Here we go. Wow!
Like a dolphin.
So we don't have to get it all the way in now, just because there's some bits gluing up on here, but you get the idea. And that's going to give us that shape.
Actually reasonably S-box shaped.
Right, there you go. So guys, I'm hoping that I can have this thing flight ready by the end of the week.
Wow.
So
you can hear the confidence just oozing out of him on that one too.
Oh, one thing we almost forgot. There is another YouTube user out there that accepted the challenge. Dungeon Sound 1. Awesome, man. We watched your video. Looks like you're doing good. I like your pink foam. It's very cute.
Yeah, gonna see that thing coming out. So there will, in theory, be at least 2 of these things flying around at SEFF. Any of you that are being stealthy about it, feel free to let us know what you're up to. We'd love to see it, and we will see you down there.